Hey folks, it's Serge here for today's YouTube Live. What I'm going to talk about today is one of the most important market signals that you have to respect if you want to make money in the markets. I'm not talking about making little gains from this type of signal. This is a major market changing signal that we're going to go over here over the next couple minutes, and you absolutely have to learn this very specific signal. And it all has to do with gaps in the market. This morning, there's actually an example right now that I'll show you guys in live in real time that has taken place, or actually it already did take place, but I'll show you. That is a major game changer for one specific stock. And this kind of signal happens in any stock. It can happen in indices. It can happen actually in any asset class. But for today's purposes, we're going to talk about it in stocks. And what we're going to talk about is a gap. All right. So this is shares of Snapchat. And why is this important? All right. So first of all, when a stock makes a major move like it did here, let me just get this straight. It essentially is telling us that investors have either been caught flat-footed or they've changed their mind, or both, right? I don't really want to say it's one or the other. It is, it can be either. So this is shares of Snapchat, and this is basically since the inception of the stock. Let me fit this a little better to the window so you guys can see this. Actually, let's put it a little bit higher up. All right. So what this is shares of Snapchat, and you can see after the latest earnings report, it had this major move. So on this day, as of today is the 8th of February 2018. And yesterday, the company reported earnings, I guess the night before, and the stock rallied 46%. Okay, this is a major move. What we're talking about here is that where the arrow is right now, I'll mark it with a blue box. Okay, that is what you call a major change in market behavior for, in this case, for a stock. It almost doesn't matter how you draw the lines. You can draw the lines like this. You can draw them like this. You can even go maybe all the way back to here. You can see that in almost any way that you draw this was a major market change for that stock. To give you an idea of what this could look like, or did look like in this case, for shares of Facebook, okay? So I'm actually right now likening shares of Snapchat, which is what this is, okay? I'm comparing shares of Snapchat and comparing this move, this after earnings move, very much to the following move. Pay attention to this. We're going to go up here and we're going to look at shares of, this is shares of Facebook, all right? This is shares of Facebook, and if we zoom a little bit closer, you'll see that in 2013, I believe it was the summer 2013, Facebook had what I believe was a very similar move that to what Snapchat is doing right now. And technically, they're always a little bit different, but you can see that major gap here, I'll draw it in again a little bit more for you in just a second, but that major gap was a dramatic market changer for shares of Facebook. If you want to talk about it through the lens of sort of institutional investors, what does that mean? Basically, this is where institutional investors, let me take this down here so I can actually put down the tripod. Institutional investors on this day after earnings here basically changed their mind in the sense that they started trusting shares of Facebook. And ever since, and basically the rest is history, ever since Facebook has been a major move to the upside. Now, I'm not saying that Facebook or Snapchat is going to have the same rally as Facebook, but you can see what actually came from that move. And it all started here, right? And actually, I mean, this is an extreme case, but again, I actually think that move that we just saw in shares of Snapchat could be the beginning of a major move. Please give it a thumbs up, like, or a commentary if you understand this. Is really important. And by the way, just so you know, for our coaching clients and our Clubhouse members, we've been talking about Twitter as a theme for the first quarter. We talked about this in early January. Twitter is up this morning, is up like around $33. It's been a major trade for us already. And actually, Snapchat too has been a Q1 theme for us, and that's working out very well. But again, the purpose of this video today, sorry for the bumps here. The major theme for today is to respect when a stock has a major breakout. I'm not talking about a little breakaway. This is a 46% rally that Snapchat had yesterday, February the 7th, 2018. That is a game changer. Again, I'm likening it here somewhat to what we saw in shares of Facebook in 2013, okay, when it led to ultimately a massive year-off rally. Again, I don't know if the stocks are going to rally the same way. That's not the case, or not the point. The point is that this is a game changer in the way that institutional investors are looking at this stock. So having said all that, folks, I want to just, again, make sure that you understand that not all moves are created equal, but when major moves like that happen, particularly if they happen in growth stocks, okay, and Snapchat, for all intents and purposes, is a growth stock, you have to respect that. So I hope this makes sense, folks. Please give us a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, and we will see you in the next YouTube Live.